Hi YouTube, my name is Ale and welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Previously we actually managed to warp our consciousness back to a time before the game started, namely when June, or Akane Kurashiki, she goes by June, so let's just call her June for simplicity's sake. We warped our consciousness back there so that way we can stop Dio from killing her, and she tied a key to our ankle. And during that time in the future, well, everybody's got 9 ABP, 9 bracelet points, so everybody can leave the number 9 door. Hence why we are here on video number 42 of Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. We're getting to the ending of this game, or at least to one of the legit endings. Actually, let me turn the volume up a little. I turned it down because it was sounding weird while I was recording. But anyway, let's get started. It's actually the weekend. I usually upload on weekends, but today I just decided to make a few changes because there's things I want to do online on the weekend, like play DFO. And like's not fun. Let's be honest, like's not fun. He's gonna die. They're gonna leave him to die. Let me change the scene here. Yep, they gotta leave him for that. Rip Dio.
All right, let's get going.
So we're just gonna leave like that. Is there a skip?
Yes, just get on with it.
Damn, Alice. Jeez. Oh my god, how many times I have to watch this door open up?
The number 9 door has been opened.
I think for visual novels like this, I think I'm gonna limit it to 40 minutes so my upload time can be a lot faster, because 1 hour is a little too long.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
So we're all just gonna bail like that.
Two, 1, 0. The number 9 door is closing. The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
Well, everybody leaves except Dio. Rip Dio. But then we're just gonna leave like that. What happens? 5 minutes.
Looks like we did it.
Yes. We should keep moving.
Oh yeah, we all wear the spacesuits and go out on the moon.
You know what this place is?
Whoa! Hold on a minute! You're saying the air outside is full of that horrible virus?
Yep. Nah. Yep. Reading Steiner Mastery for the win. They're all infected with the virus, but
Why?
ah, look at Alice. She looks so sad, but so sexy too.
How did all this happen?
Did they?
But the voice acting is kind of bland.
No. That's not possible.
We've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's go outside. There's no way to know what's really going on until we do.
And case acting really weird.
Alright.
Yeah, now I see what my friend was talking about when Alice was a little dull or a little meh because of the voice acting she does. The only parts that were her good voice acting is when she's really angry or really anxious, like when she's trying to commit suicide, or very angry. That's like the high point of her voice acting, honestly. Let's all wear the hazmat suits. Come on. Don't we hear like a computer voice? And now we're outside. And who's that?
Where the hell are we?
The desert, I guess?
I figured that out. I mean, which one?
I don't know, but
Oh yeah, don't know. It's with an U at the end. Not an O.
I think I know what day it is.
Man, that's some dreadful sounding music. How is this gonna turn up?
Look at the moon. It's red, right? That means today's the total lunar eclipse.
So?
Remember the astronomy magazine in the lounge? Well, the next eclipse like this was going to be on December 31st, 2028. So,
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you suggesting we were sleeping for a week after we were abducted?
The moon. Well, the moon's shadow, actually.
What?
Zero told me to stay quiet. I think he was worried I'd spill the beans on his operation. He said if I didn't toe the line, he wouldn't just kill me. He'd kill Quark, too. And I agreed, like an idiot, and brought Quark with me. Just so we could see her. Such an idiot. So, that being the case, might as well start with this. I meant what I said before. And up there is the moon's shadow. Think about it.
And Tenmyoji and Jumpy spills the beans.
If that's the moon's shadow, then what's it falling on?
That's Earth.
Yeah. It's not the red moon you get from a lunar eclipse. And again, this isn't a lunar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. Anybody in the black spot down there is looking up at the moon covering the sun.
The moon, of course.
Even Quark knows, and he's not surprised.
This is the lunar surface. We were just inside a moon base. No way. No, you've got to be lying. How do you expect us to believe that? This can't be the moon.
Yeah,
Even,
that's pretty ridiculous. Besides, if this was the moon, how do you explain the gravity? The moon only has 1/6 of the Earth's gravity. So what's this? See? That looked perfectly normal.
Yes, it looked that way. You were right about the gravity in a way.
and the music stops.
I was one of the people who knew this wasn't Earth. Well, I suppose I'm not people, if we're being honest, but
Excuse me? What?
Wow, everybody's spilling secrets. Okay.
please just listen. Alice, you were infected with Radical 6. Then we gave you the Excelivir, which cured you. The Radical 6 isn't completely gone, though. Some of its symptoms stick around for a while.
What symptoms?
Well, Radical 6 can slow down your brain's processing speed by the root of 1/6. It can take a while for your brain to get back up to speed. Every one of us has been infected. In other words, all of our brains have been processing information at a much lower speed. If you evaluated the root of 1/6, you'll get a number close to 0.408. That means our brains are running at something slightly less than half speed. As you said before, the moon's gravity is about 1/6 that of Earth's.
Clever. So the brains is about as 6 as fast, and the moon's gravity is also a 6 as fast, so everything felt, well, normal?
The time that it takes for an object to fall is inversely proportional to the square root of the gravitational acceleration. Since the gravity is lower on the moon, that means the time increases. I guess that's a little technical. Let me give you an example. Say you drop an apple from a height of 4.9 meters. It will take approximately 1 second to hit the ground. On the moon, however, that time would be 1 second times
So basically, our brains are slowed down.
But it's not hypothetical. That's what's been happening to every one of us. Wait, you're saying that's the reason we didn't notice the weaker gravity? Are you sure you didn't notice anything? Think back. Huh? You and Sigmund Phi said something about it in the lounge. About how you felt weird.
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that.
Dynamic entry!
Wait. This is crazy. That can't possibly be Earth out there.
It's Earth.
Look at it. I've seen photos of Earth and it's blue and green and beautiful. That thing is just red.
Oh, here comes the big one. That music.
Before we get into that, I should probably tell you something. This isn't New Year's Eve in 2028. Today is January 27th. No.
Don't tell me. 30?
Still no.
Nope.
Just
Oh
when you're
snips. Oh snips.
It's 74. 2074.
2074. Shocking.
I don't blame you if you don't believe me. But it's the truth.
How can you be sure?
It's not that hard. Quark and I left Earth on January 23rd, 2074. Solar eclipses are easy to predict. We've known that there'd be one on the 27th for a long time. That's just science. Nobody can change that.
But why is the Earth red?
That's a long story. About 45 years ago, on April 13th, 2029, there were 18 annihilation reactors operating in various parts of the world. On the 13th, all 18 of them went up, all at the same time. The explosion was about 180,000 times as powerful as the atom bomb they dropped on Hiroshima. I suppose it started a few months before that. The government had a test site for a future Mars mission out in the middle of Nevada. On December 31st, 2028, there was an accident. Well, accident doesn't quite convey the right sense of the thing. And the point is, Radical 6 claimed its first victims there and escaped. Didn't take long for it to spread to the rest of the world. Like Luna explained, the virus slows your brain down. But eventually, it also makes you kill yourself. Pretty soon, the bodies started to pile up. Some people would take a dive off a building or shoot themselves in the head. You know, the classics. But for some, it was poison, or fire, or asphyxiation, or the noose. Plenty of people jumped in front of trains or cars. One pilot on a passenger airline drove his plane into the ground. Most forms of transportation ground to a halt pretty fast. That meant food couldn't get distributed, and thousands of people who weren't even infected died from starvation.
Wait. Wow.
Everywhere you went, there were just piles of corpses, covered in
Oh, the image went
People
color
who
for a
managed to
moment.
avoid getting infected started trying to get in touch with one another. They got hold of some radios and organized a couple meetings. There was only one thing to discuss, of course. How could they get rid of Radical 6? The answer, they decided, was purification. They figured they could just roast the surface of the Earth, and that'd kill the virus off for good. On April 13th, in 2029, they put their plan into effect. That plan was to detonate all 18 Annihilation reactors.
When antimatter was abundant. It's hard to make antimatter actually in real life. I mean, and they can hardly power a light bulb in real world feats. Just a fun fact there.
Now the truth is, that's mostly just rumor. Nobody really knows what happened. And I've got my own theories. I think that the bombers had already been infected. And when they died, they took billions with them. The ultimate divide, now you're coming with me gesture, I suppose. I bet you money they'd all lost it long before they got to the reactors. Killing most of the world, no matter how bad things had gotten, was not a sane plan. Even if it wasn't directly responsible, Radical 6 killed most of the people on Earth. Anyway, why it happened isn't that important. Point is, it happened. You ever heard of nuclear winter? Well, that's basically what we got. The explosions threw a ton of crap up into the stratosphere, where it joined up with smoke and ash from all the fires. It blotted out the sun for 7 years. Plants withered and animals died by the millions. The few humans who were left banded together to survive. They were rough times. Eventually they were over, though. The sky cleared and the sun came back. Plants started blooming again, and the animals that hadn't died out completely began to reappear. Things weren't quite back to normal, though. It's been 45 years now, but there's still quite a bit of dust and ash in the air. That's what you're seeing. You know why a sunset's red? Well, this is the same thing. Blue and green light have short wavelengths, and they scatter when they run into debris in the air. Red light, on the other hand, has a longer wavelength, which means it'll get a lot farther when the air's turning. So there you are. The Earth looks red because that's the only color of light that can make it through the atmosphere.
Hey, Sigma. I think I figured something out. I figured out why there's an extra E. Yeah, the one on floor B. I think it's an anagram, just like on floor A. God damn it, Sigma! Knock it off!
What?
Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. If you rearrange the letters, you get... The man on the moon rules the infinite time. See? You
No.
need 6 E's to get that. So they stuck an extra one in ninth. I think it's a message for us from Zero Senior and Akane. Remember what she was telling us?
We created the AB project for one purpose. To transport the consciousnesses of 2 people into the past. Those 2 people are you, Sigma, and you, Phi.
My God, you're slow. You don't get it? They're saying we rule the infinite time. Infinite time. They weren't just talking about having us jump a couple hours. I think they're planning to send us back. Way back. Yeah, I'd bet on it. I think so. Well, Akane should be able to tell us the rest. Let's go pay her a visit. I've got an idea. Come on, think. Remember what she said when she gave you the key?
Tu fui ego eris.
Well, come on, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
And what, do we leave everybody else behind?
What are you doing? Did you forget something? Oh. You mean Akane? I'll take that as a yes. Let me accompany you then.
Wait, why do you know about Akane?
Yeah,
I'll tell you when we
okay.
get there. Now, if you please. I'm coming with you. You folks just said the magic word.
I'm going to then. So am I.
Everybody's coming.
Hey, is this Akane you're talking about?
Yeah. You know her real well.
Wait, you're not, you're serious? What the hell is going on?
How do you get back through the number 9 door? How do you get through the number 9 door? So everybody just remembered something. Several truths spilled out, and now we're going back through the exit door that can't open. How are we in time? 30 minutes. This is a long novel phase. Well,
Ah, clever. The number 9 door on floor A is shut forever once the game ends. Assuming Zero Jr. was telling the truth, of course. But the door on floor B...
Yeah, thought we might be able to take the lift to it, and it looks like I was right.
Any idea where Akane might be? You mean the grave in the garden?
Oh, Sigma, you. Well, no, you're not trolling. Nah, that's just me assuming. Oh, she's in the grave. Kappa. Can I skip? Whee!
Is Akane really under here?
Actually, I want to check something. How far are we? Not that far. Okay. Back to novel.
What should we do?
Why are you holding your head like that?
Are we gonna dig her out?
Let's see. A
is this?
stasis. A stasis pod. Well, a treatment pod. I just call it stasis because it keeps people young. Cryogenic freezing.
It
and all
doesn't
that.
look like a coffin. Yeah. It's a treatment pod. Oh my god. It is, isn't it? Let's see what's inside. No good. I think it's locked.
Treatment pod TP00. Stage 1. Defrosting complete. Stage 2 will be complete in 10 minutes. Once Stage 2 is complete, the lock will automatically disengage.
Wow, very important treatment pod. To have the computer, to have the announcer talk.
What? So, Ms. Akane's like an ice cube? Then we gotta wait till she melts? So how about you tell us your story while we wait, Kay? Specifically, why do you know Akane?
I remembered
What do you remember?
everything. I was born and raised in this facility. It's called Rhizome 9. A rhizome is an underground plant stem that spreads by sending out roots. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
The creepy music's playing.
This facility is a little like a rhizome. Supposedly, that's why they call these installations that. The number comes from the facility's number. There are 54 rhizomes on the moon, and this is the 9th one. Well, I suppose the other ones don't really matter to you, do they? In any event, I grew up here with Akane and Zero Senior. I watched them create the AB project.
The AB project?
Yes. Its purpose is to send Phi and Sigma, or their consciousnesses at least, to the past. Yes.
So, you want us to change history, huh? Go back and keep Radical 6 from getting out, and stop the reactors from exploding. That's our mission?
Well, not exactly. It's true that the ultimate goal of the project is to keep Radical 6 from spreading into the general population. But even if you do make it back, you won't be able to do much. By now, it's already too late.
Too late?
Let me begin at the beginning.
Begin at the beginning.
You might be thinking that Zero Senior and Akane were the ones who created all this. But that's not entirely correct. They only followed the histories they'd already seen. It was the only choice they had. Nothing less than the future of mankind is at stake. We need the two of you to jump through timelines while maintaining your memories. That is why you had to play the AB game, and why the chromatic doors were necessary. By forcing multiple options, you could make numerous jumps. We speculated that jumping more would strengthen your memories. The puzzles were also there for a purpose. Some theories hold that a moment of insight when you solve a puzzle strengthens your connection to the fourth dimension. That was the reason for the puzzles. Your infection with Radical 6 was also a vital part of our plan. By slowing down your brain's processing speed, we can store your potential. With that energy stored up, we just had to provide a life-or-death situation to launch your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Like a bullet from a slingshot.
Wait. Hold on just a minute here. You keep talking about Sigma and Phi, but what about the rest of us? Why did you bring us here?
That's simple. In earlier histories, you were all here in Rhizome 9. We needed you here to accurately replicate those histories. Although I suppose that's probably not a good enough explanation for you. In a sense, though, it is the truth. Our primary goal was to replicate history. The rest is... Yes, I suppose I should explain. Very well. I will try and do so in a way you can understand. First, Alice and Clover. They were abducted 45 years and 1 month ago, on December 22nd, 2028. The location is Earth, of course. More specifically, Los Angeles, California. Correct?
Yes.
Creeped out. Look.
Yeah.
After being kidnapped, your bodies were sent to a facility under Akane's direction. You were placed in treatment pods and immediately put into cold sleep. 4 months later, you arrived at this facility. The date you finally arrived was April 14th, 2029. Your trip from Earth to this facility was aboard a spaceship powered by an annihilation engine. Following your arrival, your pods were placed in long-term storage. Does that make sense?
Are you telling me we were sleeping in those pods here for 45 years?
What are you complaining? You're still young.
Yes. In preparation for this day.
But why? What do you need us for?
You are an Esper, aren't you, Clover? I mean that you are able to access the fourth dimension. Am I wrong?
Did Akane tell you?
In a manner of speaking. As I've already explained, the purpose of this project is to send Sigma and Phi's consciousnesses to the past. Espers are able to sort of resonate with one another, which can amplify their power. You understand? This is why we brought you here, Clover.
What about me?
We needed your help, Alice, to deactivate Dio's bombs.
Huh? But I didn't do anything.
But you did. In another history, you were able to perform a prime decomposition on the 25-digit integer that Dio left behind. Only you could do that sort of thing. Because of your feat of mathematics, we were able to determine that Dio had planted the bombs. Then we were able to question him and get the password for the number 31. Finally, we used that information to stop the bomb in this timeline.
You know, he said stop the bomb, but the text says stop the detonation in this timeline.
Without your help, Alice, we would have been reduced to nothing more than so much space dust. This history exists because of your presence. Now, let me explain why we needed Tenmyoji and Quark. Tenmyoji is simple. We needed you for the same reason we needed Clover. You are able to access the fourth dimension. Almost half a century ago, you used that ability to save a young girl, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
We needed you to resonate with Sigma and Phi, so we brought you here. All it took was a messenger.
Do you want to see Akane? If you do, come with me. I was a fool and fell for it.
Dope.
And you brought Quark with you. In fact, you insisted that he come.
Yeah, I know. I guess you were worried about leaving me alone, huh? He kept saying he couldn't run off to the moon and leave me behind.
Sorry, Quark. If I hadn't been so stupid and selfish, none of this would have happened to you. I never thought this would happen. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, I agreed to come with you. I thought the moon would be way more interesting than boring old Earth. What kid would turn that down?
We didn't see the messenger after we got on the ship. It was on autopilot. As soon as we got in, it headed straight for the moon. During the trip, Zero told me to keep quiet once we got there. I don't remember anything after we landed.
Then there was a bunch of that white smoke, and we passed out. And when I woke up, I was in the AB room.
42 minutes.
Now, Dio. His real name is Left, and he's the leader of a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons. He was ordered to come here. The Myrmidons are under the control of an organization called Free the Soul, which is in turn controlled by a man known as Brother. It was Brother who orchestrated the release of Radical 6 into the general population 45 years ago. Do you remember what Phi mentioned earlier? The ultimate purpose of the AB project is to change history and keep Radical 6 from being released. If we succeed, that would be bad for Brother and his organization. Our success would prevent them from creating the ideal world they're working toward. That is why Brother sent Left, his trusted lieutenant, to this facility. They needed to stop the AB project. So, Dio was given two tasks. First was to eliminate Akane, the architect of the AB project. The second was to join the AB game and win it. If Dio won the game, the AB project would not be completed, at least not in that timeline. In other words, in that world, the project would have been stopped. If things didn't go as planned, Dio was given a contingency plan. If you cannot murder Akane and win the game, destroy Rhizome 9. Hence, the bombs.
Can I ask you something?
Perhaps.
How did Brother know about the ABB project?
He was also an Esper. We can set Brother aside for now, though. May I proceed? Excellent. That explains everyone, save two. Luna and myself. Sigma and Phi already know the truth about Luna. I don't believe I should reveal any more, however.
Yeah, just look at her. She's feeling sad.
I think it would be more appropriate if you could ask Luna yourselves at a later time. Would that be all right with you, Luna?
Yes. That's okay.
As for me, as I said before, I was born and raised here. The rest of you were brought to this facility, but I've never left. That makes me someone close to Zero Senior and Akane.
Hey, I've been wondering, who is Zero Senior?
You've already met him, Sigma. In another timeline.
Hmm?
Stage 2 is complete. TP-00 unlocking.
It looks like it's finished. Shall we open the pod?
Oh, here it comes.
Okay, let's get started then. Ready? Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The heartbeat, man. Sigma?
You finally noticed. Didn't I tell you? You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you. Yes, I am.
Akane Kurashiki.
Oh, snips.
It's you! June! I mean, Akane, from... But you're old.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, at times 48. At 50
I haven't
minutes, I'm
spoken
going
to you in a
to.
very long time, Clover. Or you, Junpei.
Junpei?
Akane. Long time no see.
When? How long?
Do you remember when the two of you saved me in the warehouse? Once you saved me, you went back to your future. Well, your minds did at least. I carried your bodies to the 3rd AB room, and then took Dio's to the 5th. After that, I went into the 1st room and borrowed Kay's armor.
So by the time you and Clover came out, you'd already...
Yes. No, it was me. In this timeline, at least.
Alright, that would be enough information for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. My name is Ale, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.